Today's video is sponsored by PetFlow. If you've got a dog, you've got to feed them, right? The absolute easiest way to get your dog's food to your front door is to set up automatic pet food delivery through PetFlow. You just choose your dog's favorite brand of food, tell PetFlow how often you want it to be delivered, and it's there. It's like magic. And to make the service really easy to try to see if it's right for you, just enter code ZACH30 when you check out, and you'll get $10 off your first 3 automatic shipments. Click thumbs up for a new video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Have you gotten my best-selling book yet, Dog Training Revolution? I'll have a link in the description. If you're not already, make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram so that you can get the most out of the Dog Training Revolution. Have you ever seen a Newfoundland puppy before? So Angus is a 3-month-old dog. He's coming over, and my understanding is he's having issues with come when called and some other puppy stuff. I'm really excited to see a puppy that's 3 months old and almost 40 pounds already. How has puppy biting been with Angus? Has he been biting you a lot, or has he been really good in that department?
He's been amazingly good.
He bites his sister a lot.
Okay.
That's actually pretty bad.
And so she's 2 years old, your other dog? Okay.
Yeah. He loves to chew on Callie.
Well, and how does she react when he chews on her? Does she snap at him and say, hey, stop that, that's too much? Does she communicate with him in that way?
She tries to, but sometimes he is like grabbing onto her back and she can't get to him.
So you're doing a good job of really supervising them when they interact. So that's important, that's good. And I think that language, I mean, it's really healthy for the older dog to give the puppy the feedback to be like, yo, chill, that's too far. I think you're doing the right thing. That's protocol in that case. You know, if she's not sending the message in an acceptable way and you're uncomfortable with it, separating them and letting him try again, because he'll learn over time. Okay, every time when I get up to that level, play stops. That's no fun. Right. So I think you're doing the right thing. You just have to probably do that a little bit longer than you might imagine. Now, does he actually play any fetch indoors? Well, let's see. Go get it. And by fetch, will he bring it back? Hey, come on, Angus.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, that's okay. I'll take you over the toy. Can he stand up at all? Because every time I touch him, he seems to just fall over. Hello. Hello. I mean, do you see this? Every time he's like, collapse. I know. He's the most unstable pup I've ever seen. Good job. All right, go get it. Come on, over here. Come on. Yes, good job. There's a mini fetch right there. That's good. This tug of war right here with Angus is incredible. With him being kind of like moderate energy, he's not super high energy. Right. Is that right?
In spurts.
Okay. Yeah. So fetch might not be such an important part of life for him in terms of getting energy out like it is with a lot of dogs. You've taught him basics. It looks like his sit's great. Up here, look at me. Have you worked on look at me?
We haven't, because he just makes eye contact all the time. We're working on rollover.
Oh, you are? Rollover can be tough sometimes if they, let's see, because right now, yeah, I know. Because right now his hips aren't shifted. There it goes. So let's see if we can get him. Oh yeah, easy peasy. Look at you. You got it. Let's go back the other way. Nice. What a graceful roller over you are. And have you done leave it with him?
No. Not yet.
Oh, okay. He'll be good with that. Yes, good. So I just made that little sound to get him to glance up at me while leaving. So this is the leave it, look at me combo. Really important because for impulse control, leave it. Here. Yes, so getting him to look at you when there's real meat right in front of him. You got to do that before he'll pay attention to you around dogs or cats or squirrels or your other dog. I'll take it. Trying to get sustained eye contact. I'll even cheat a little and use the treat here. You're great. Nice work. And down. Didn't even have to lure him that time. So you worked on down without having to lure him. Excellent. He's only 12 weeks old and he's doing all this. So that's pretty impressive. You guys have put in some work. Or he's just a really good puppy and he's making you look good. Let's see, how about stand? Can you stand? This is gonna be hard for you. You're kind of floppy. Come on. There we go. Stand, look at that. Yeah, stand, most people don't take the time to teach stand, and understandably so. It's good for things like grooming and bathing. He's real responsive to lure training. And sit, good. And let's try and up again. I'm just kind of randomly rewarding him since he's so reliable. And the fact that he's doing so well in this environment is really good too, because this is a brand new place. Now, did I hear correctly in that you're having issues with come when called with him? Okay.
So that's one of the things that I'm trying when they're out in the backyard playing together, is calling them both to come.
Probably taking a step that's too big. So like while he's all over her?
He's super intensely focused on her, and that's the time when we would most want him to come, because then he's antagonizing, chewing on her. And things are escalating, but that's when he's really intense. So.
Yeah, so with that, you kind of want to teach come when called in a vacuum at first, you know, and really just focus on getting him to come to you without any of the distractions. Come on. Yes, so that's really good, just coming to me from a foot or two away. And so you practice that, I'm assuming, at home. The next thing I like to do with come when called, once they're doing really well with something like that, is, let's bring them back over here. Good, sit, stay, come on. Good, yes, good job. Is to start introducing that distraction, you see? So now he has an experience of, whoa, I was distracted, but I still came to you. Much more minor distraction than another dog, but it's where you start. And then gradually we try to intensify those distractions. Okay, come here, over here. Okay, right there, I failed. So I'm gonna try to lure him back. Sit, stay. Angus, come. Right there, and I mean, I did put the turkey right at his nose, you know, but the reason you do that is to get him to voluntarily go through the motions. That really is why, in the beginning, having a real high value currency is so important. Stay. Angus, come. Oh, that was really good. Did you see? I mean, so right at that time, he's like, I'm focused on that turkey and I'm fine, and that's fine. Because come when called is the kind of thing you've got to enforce in so many different situations and settings. It's not like do it a couple of different ways. Your imagination is the limit in terms of creativity. You know, if there's a dog across the street and you're on a walk, put him into a sit stay, call him from 4 feet away while on leash, you know, to come to you in that situation. Dogs are smart. They get like 2 successes in a row and they're like, okay, I get what you want. Now that becomes much harder the more intense the distractions are, like other animals in particular. But the concept is the same. The next steps would be maybe, what's your other dog's name again? Callie, having Callie hold her down stay. Teaching them both to hold a down stay independently of one another is going to be huge moving forward. So I'd really prioritize that with her since she's already there. Like staying no matter what. If you say stay and you call him, she needs to know hold. Because that's what'll set up being able to train 2 dogs at one time. That's the foundation. That's the only way you can really get it done.
One of my questions actually for you is like, how do we start by, she's already good at stuff, but I don't know if she associates the certain command with her name if I give him a separate command.
Yeah.
So I'm not really
The way I've done this, because, you know, until recently I had 3 dogs. And the way that I would do that is I would just get in the habit of, you know, Venus, stay, Nova, come, you know, and really just precede each request with their name, and they would come to learn that. So it's just a matter of being really consistent and starting super elementary and super easy at first. And make it as easy as you can in the beginning. Like in your living room, stay right there for 2 seconds while I say sit. Good, you did awesome. You know what I mean? You held that stay while he sat. And it's really just getting traction right there. And dogs are pretty smart though, because once they get it, you know, they tend to really start excelling. You guys are clearly dedicated to teaching them. Sit.
The biggest challenge we had recently with her before him was there was a chicken that started hanging out outside of our house. And she really wanted to chase the chicken. No matter how much I tried to get her to focus, like the best I could do was on leash on our top step, having her sit and like constantly treating her for just sitting there.
You're doing the right thing. That's exactly what you do.
If we walk down any closer, immediately.
Right. Yeah, so, and it's tough because you can't always control when the chicken's there and when the chicken's not.
Right.
But you can find equally enticing situations like a dog park, for example. It's not a single training session thing usually. So it's like, let's get you really good here over the next 5 training sessions while there's a chicken down there. Now let's see if we can do this 2 steps down. Sit, stay, and look at me. And also vigorous exercise just before those training sessions helps tremendously, like by 10 times.
The one thing that I'm concerned about in the future is right now he walks super well on leash.
If you were to ever lunge at something, or
You want to make sure you have control. Oh, right.
And so right now there's not really anything to work on because he's already doing.
Keep reinforcing the good behavior. I mean, good, and that's the thing I think that's most non-intuitive about teaching dogs is we tend to think, all right, you know, as long as they're doing good, I'm just going to kind of go with this. But it's really advisable to reinforce good behavior even if it's never been bad before. Let them know, I love that you're walking so slow. Oh, that's awesome, you know? I mean, a treat every 10 steps or something like that to let him know that's good. And then when he does invariably walk a few steps ahead immediately. I mean, the quicker you can redirect him into ideal behavior and keep that unwanted behavior from occurring, the better off you'll be. It only takes a couple of times of a dog doing something you don't want for that habit to start to get out of control. It really doesn't take much at all. And even if it happens, you can always fix it, but it's a lot easier when it doesn't happen to begin with.
Yeah, so we have some different rules that we enforce for them. So,
Interesting.
yeah, Kelly is allowed on the couch. We don't want him on the couch because eventually he's going to be as big as the couch.
And it will always be that way as far as you can tell right now. One dog allowed, one dog not. Which is fine. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of training dogs. I'm a firm believer, and you can make the rules any way you want. Double standards are fine. I mean, I think all of that is fine. Dogs are smart, and if one rule's okay for one dog and it's not okay for another dog, I mean, I think that as long as you enforce and you're consistent with the rules with the respective dogs, then you'll be fine. Dogs are really sophisticated and they're really smart, and they've shown us time and time again that they're capable of listening contextually. You know, it's not like they're not computers where it's all or nothing. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Click thumbs up if you did. Over on Instagram, we often go live and I'll answer your questions, and it's a really good vibe over there. So follow us on Instagram. That link will be in the description. Set up automatic pet food delivery at PetFlow. Remember, enter code ZACH30 and you'll get $10 off your first 3 orders, just so you can try the service and see if it's for you. Okay guys, we'll see you in the next video.